Well, I finished Leon's assessment, and I'm going to wait on some feedback from him. While I'm waiting, I had another box to look into. This is from Doug. He and I had quite a bit of a conversation. This came to me in October, so I apologize to everybody how far behind I am. And we were talking about I think what we were talking about was the 5-digit engines. Let me see what we have on here. Yes, 5-digit. We talked about the 5-digit American Flyer engines and how much of the next gen stuff would work for them, including the drives and the other things. So I said, well, I don't really have any. He says, well, I have a couple. I'll send you, and then you see if you think you can do anything with them. And so he did that. And let's see what we got here. This is an Atlantic. Oh, yeah. 21-1. It has something. I don't know if that's... Oh, it's a lead weight. That's the light bulb. Lead weight, light bulb. It looks like my DC fields would work. Brushes are sideways. The armature is sideways. And the reverse is bolted on. So this could be converted to DC and get rid of the reverse unit and put the digital reverse in the back and put it back together. But he does not have smoke. But he does have the option of a gear. Now he's got the option of the gear, and I have the pieces to put the gear in there. So that's not too bad. We could put the gear in there, but then he doesn't have a smoke. So we'd have to pull that weight off and put on one of my 3D printed smokes and make sure there's room for everything. Date stamp, that's always neat, isn't it? November, ooh, darn it. Looks like 67 or 57. 21-100. I guess it could be 50. Boy, it's clean though, isn't it? Look at that, it's like brand new. Okay, so I think DC fields, get rid of the reverse, add the smoke. This could be modified and made up pretty nicely. Okay, let's set this one aside for a second. Where can I put it? I'll just put it here. I gotta get that Hudson out of here. We're done looking at Hudson, right? Yeah, so this must be, yeah, this is the Reading. So this is the tender, which is basically empty, right? And with the conventional trucks, 2-wheel pickup. No, I can't. I was thinking for a second I could just put my wheels on it with the isolation bar, but no, because these then would be contacted. You have to isolate this, and then you got to do plastic. It just goes downhill. So you may as well just do the whole thing. Okay. So, but that's a container for the reverse and stuff. Now, let's see a second engine in here. Oh, and this is a Chicago Northwest. So this should be a Pacific. Oh, yes. I really like these. I had one of these and I sold it because it, oh my. Oh my, look how good this condition is. Holy moly. I never get engines like this. I'm going to be afraid. I'm going to be very afraid. This is a 21085, and it has a smoke system. It has the piston. It has the gear. It has the side brushes and the built-in reverse. Oh, and look at that, a trailing truck. Isn't that cool? On a Pacific. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Let me get this. I think this is the end of it. It's just the two. Yeah, box is empty. Okay. Let's set this one up on the rails, on the rollers. Well, he did a nice job, you know. He did a real nice job packing. I'll have to remember that. No, that doesn't go that way. It goes this way. And I got to move this in. This is not a... There you go. So this goes here, and that goes there. And then this is the Atlantic, which is in pieces a little bit. And that goes like that. There we go. Plugs in. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, boy. Okay, so... Let's just make a few quick notes for myself here. 21085 is a Northwest and Chicago. The old 283 I had. but it has with smoke. Okay, but it has the side brush. Now, I don't know. Is the side brush okay, worse, or better than the rear brush? I don't know. You guys tell me if you have any input on that. I don't think I want to do anything with it. I think I just keep it. Clean it up, make sure it runs smoothly. If it has good enough power, we're going to be changing the fields anyway. So first thing I'd want to do is DC field and test the motor. Test the motor without reverse, without the flyer reverse, right? Then I would say we'd go into the tender. Well, it depends on which one. We do this to both, right? But then on the 2185, it has smoke, so we don't have to worry about the smoke gear. So I may want to do that one first, because then we would go in and do the power distribution board and the digital reverse board, motor driver, and a volt regulator for the smoke heater. And then we would have to steam. So hey, maybe if I can do the steam whistle switch for Leon, I could mount it here. So I'm going to add that as an option. Steam whistle with switch, either a remote or something like that. I don't know. Volt regulator. Now the question of trucks: does he need all-wheel pickup? I have a four-wheel all-wheel pickup. We could change. Oh, look at this. See, we could change all of this. I could. Oh, okay. Here we go. Look at threaded holes. Okay, here we go. Here's how we get in trouble. Not really. I'll go to the next page. What I would do is I would get the fire box that you saw that goes in behind the engine. That would bolt here. We would have the DC part there, so we could use the ash pan. So now we're getting into some next Gen S stuff. The ash pan, the firebox, the flicker fire, and the drawbar. So we get rid of this, the drawbar, and I would do 4 wheels, 4 all-wheel pickup. 4-wheel all pickup. I don't know about this base. You could keep the base. It does give it some mass. I will see about the chassis. Either keep the chassis or go plastic, 3D print, adapt. 3D print, question mark. Okay. Then he has smoke, so what he's going to need is a heater, a volt regulator, controller. Then he'll need the power distribution board and the motor control board and an option of steam. Okay, steam whistle. Okay, that's great. That's not bad. That's not bad. There'd be no major chassis adjustments, no body modifications. There's screw holes right there. You can see them right there. The firebox and ash pan could just go. There'd be a screw hole here in the, see, this armature would replace that armature. Look at that, it's the same width and everything. I would use his brushes, not that screw, that's optional. We would use his brush holder and his brushes, get rid of his reverse, if that's something that can come off. So that's nice and clean. Then the firebox, right? Keep his K5 truck, that's great. And then we would put a drawbar somewhere out in here that would go back to the tender or to the truck. Don't know. Probably because it's 2 and 2, you could do one off of the trucks, as we have in others. So I may try that first and see if I got the flexibility I need. Oh boy, yeah, that would be pretty darn nice. So that would be the 21085.